try to like it, it's just there.
It's there.
Yeah.
I seen it in your pictures when you were laying on your couch or in your bed with your skates on. I was a little bit amazed by that. That's how much you really, really like it when you sleep with your skates.
Yeah.
That's because they were new or something,
Yeah,
right?
every time I buy new skates, I do that.
You sleep with your skates?
A lot of players do that too. You'd be surprised.
That's amazing. That's totally amazing.
I've seen my goalie sleep with his pads before a big game.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It must be some kind of a luck thing. I don't know.
I don't know what it is, but just everybody does it.
It's kind of neat. You're one of the very, very fortunate ones to be able to go away and attend the different areas that you attended. One, whether it be scholarship, or two, that your parents supported you all the way to go, which was a good thing. Was there ever a time that you felt that there was so much pressure or stress because of playing hockey?
Yeah, there was one, well, this year, obviously, because going to Florida and meeting all the guys that are trying out, because there's a training camp for the team still. Like,
okay.
So showing up to the camp, and everybody knows who's on a scholarship and who's not. And knowing that all the players want to take my head off just because I'm on a scholarship.
Okay.
That was a big thing.
I'm sure.
But also, when I left for Kirkland, I couldn't play for the first month because of a release. So, I mean, that was the biggest pressure ever, because being on the team and just watching your team and just not knowing, like the first time you're out of the house, not knowing how you're going to react once you play hockey.
Right. Knowing it's much bigger than I don't know, maybe 300 people in this arena or whatever, compared to the thousands that come to the game.
Yeah, it was a hockey town for sure over there. It was crazy.
Did you ever feel that there was so much pressure that you just wanted to call home and talk to, whether it be your brother or your mom and dad, just for some type of a reassurance?
Oh yeah, all the time. Like, especially when I first left when I was 15. I mean, that was
young.
I mean, it was young. I was young, but if I'd have to do everything over again, I'd do it.
You'd do it.
I mean, it was worth it. It's worth it.
It's also reassuring too for your mom and your dad, knowing that when you went to Kirkland and when you went to Florida, you were accommodated with wonderful people.
Yeah.
People that took care of you, that was like a second mother to you. So that's reassuring too for them.
Yeah, of course that is. I mean, they're all professionals down there, and they all it's their job. They do that for a living, so they know what they're doing down there.
Right. And I know when you were in Florida, the few times that your mom and I had a chit chat, she found it long too, because she couldn't go and see you, play. And even if it would have played on TV, I think that would have made their day.
Yeah.
Because you were far. It's a long ways. How was your family in towards you for support?
They were there 110%. They were always there behind me. They didn't push me to a point where I was sick of it and say, no, I want to quit. They were just, I think if I quit hockey now, my parents, they would be surprised, but I mean, they would be like, wow, this is it.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were there all the time for me, and it's just great because I didn't have to. They were always, where do you want to play next year? Where do you want to play? We'll drive you there. We'll do this. We'll do that. And they always drove me everywhere, wherever I played. They always took the time off, and I mean, it was wonderful. I'm very fortunate for that.
And it is nice because, like you said, just having them there, whether they couldn't make it to all the games, but at least to bring you, to support you, to give you that backbone that you need, that's important. Because I think that's like your incentive to keep going. It would be tough to have no support, knowing you're on your own, and even though you like the hockey, I think it would be really, really tough to deal with that, because you know that the distance between, is far. But that's what we have Bell Canada for, so
that's right,
you phone collect at any time, and I'm sure your mom and dad will be very happy when you do. Was there ever a time that you could not play hockey because of an injury?
Yes. Actually, the first year I left for Kirkland, I broke my wrist like 2 days before the training camp, which I was at a tournament in Toronto with the summer hockey team. And I went there, and I really thought that was over, because the teams were getting picked, all the players were getting signed and everything, and I had a broken wrist, and I couldn't play. Like, the doctors wouldn't let me go on the ice.
Right.
I asked for a fiberglass cast so I could still play. and they didn't want me to, but I still did. I went on the ice over there,
Oh my
put my
God.
gloves on, put my equipment on, and I skated for them. And they just saw me skate, and they said, "Well, you know what? We're gonna sign you."
Wow, that is a blessing.
So I was really surprised. But I mean, like I said, I was 15. You don't know what's going on. You're leaving the next day. You're just going to try out, and the next day you're packing your bags and you're leaving.
And how long did you have your cast on for?
7 or 8 weeks, I think.
So that was 8 weeks of hockey you couldn't play.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that?
I still practice though. I still
Did you?
practice. Oh yeah. After a while, I ripped it off. I ripped like half of it off so I could play a little bit.
You defeated the purpose of wearing a cast.
Yeah, and it hurt for a year after that. So
Yeah.
I mean, now I know that.
Yeah, it was there for a reason.
Yeah.
Your bones will end up being all crooked if you
Yeah.
didn't wear it. But how did you feel overall knowing that the team was out there and you couldn't play because you had a cast, you had an injury?
Yeah.
Did you still feel like you belonged to the team?
Oh yeah, definitely. And the guys make sure that you know that. They make you feel like you're a part of the team, and the coaches and the fans, especially the fans, were just great over there. It was.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Do they have any type of initiation?
I didn't. I never had any.
You didn't?
No,
Oh, okay.
because I always hung out with the older guys on the team, and now I'm one of the older guys. So I mean,
Okay.
I don't initiate people, and I never got, because I don't believe in that. I believe it's brings
Okay.
a player down. It's not. I don't think it's a hockey thing at all.
Okay. No, that's a good thing then. Do you have any, I know hockey is your thing, but you must have another pastime other than hockey.
Rollerblading, actually.
Rollerblading.
Rollerblading, I do that often. Sometimes I used to play badminton up till this year because we don't have that in Florida. We didn't have it.
Okay.
And I played tennis. I started tennis this year,
Okay.
and that's pretty much.
Tell us about the your experience in Florida. What was around you? What was offered to you?
There's a lot of celebrities all over the place. It was weird. Like when you go there, it's not. It doesn't say hockey everywhere. Like here in Canada, it's more like pop, like stars and like money, and it's all
Okay.
about everything. And that's one thing I didn't really like, because I'm more like, my values are different, and hockey is not just a thing on TV. It's not just
No, it's a very
it's
a sport.
That's
and
what I play, and that's what I like, and
Right.
it's my passion. It's not for them. It's different. Well, not for the team, but for like other people. Like a lot of people have never seen a hockey game before. My roommate has never seen a hockey game before.
No kidding.
No.
Wow. And there was people around you because there was many tennis courts and whatnot. When we talked the other day, the William girls were there.
Oh yeah, the William girls were there. One day I just walked out of my dorm, and I opened the sliding door, and I look at on the clay court. There's I don't know if it was Serena or Venus Williams. It was one of them. It was one of them too. Man, it's really impressive.
That was quite something.
Yeah.
Was there anybody else of familiarity?
Well, Nick Bollettieri, I don't know if you guys know him, but he's a tennis legend, and he teaches tennis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's quite something though to just be around in the environment of other people like that. This is probably one of the toughest questions I think I'm going to ask you is, what is your objective in life?
My objective in life, I just want to go as far as I can in hockey, and if it ends, well, I mean, now I know that I can't go further, but and get a good education at the same time, because if I do not succeed in hockey, well, at least I have a backup plan, which is
Schooling.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. What are your plans for next year?
I want to play. I just want to play hockey next year. That's all. That's
Okay.
pretty much. I don't have anything. It's all verbal right now, so verbal doesn't really count. But we'll see later on this summer, and things happen during the summer, and like last summer. So.
Do you hope to go back to Florida?
I wouldn't mind going back to Florida, but I would like to go at a higher level. Just like
Okay.
every year, I always look to go to a higher level.
Climbing it up. No, that's okay. When do you find time for your extra activities?
Pretty much during the summer. Sometimes, I mean,
Okay.
like now I'm working, and I work out every night, 4 nights a week. So on the weekends, probably if I don't do overtime or whatever, I just Saturday night, I don't know, go to North Bay, go to a movie or something. I don't know.
Are you used to this?
I'm used to this after this year, but before that, I wasn't
You
used to
weren't,
that.
no way.
No.
So it's like a whole new step here. For
Yeah,
you.
but I like this because this way I can concentrate more on hockey, and I'm used to it now. So it's not, it's not hard.
Okay. Let's say you wanted to better yourself for this summer. I don't know, increase your speeding, which we know you're quite the speed skater. Is there a place you can go if you wanted to keep going with hockey? Like, I don't know, North Bay, they have, sometimes they have clinics. Is that lower? Is that a lower level if you were to go do that?
I did that for every summer when I was younger,
Okay.
and I believe that it's a good thing. But some kids get sick of hockey after a while, and I quit baseball for that. Exactly this. Like, I heard you could play hockey during the summer. I didn't know that when I was little.
Okay.
So that's why I played baseball. And then I heard you can play hockey in North Bay with Darren Turcotte and his dad.
Okay.
So I went there, tried it out, and I loved it. So.
Wow. What was your experience like when you went to Washington?
It was wonderful competing at a national event. I never even came close to it. It's so hard to get there, and I finally got there once, and I got the taste of it, and I just wish I could be there right now.
And in Toronto, you played for the under-17?
I played, for the under-17
Okay.
team. I made it to the last camp. Unfortunately, I didn't make the team. I was part of like the top 100 players of the province when I was 15. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
So you have quite a bit of experience backing you up, and I know you're not finished because you're young. You have a long ways to go. Well, long ways to go, depending on how you're going to go. But I want to congratulate you because I mean, you started as this 3-year-old bugging mom and dad to go play, and
Yeah.
here you are now at 17, and you've been around quite a bit of area, and with highest, you're moving on. You're climbing your ladder to the highest prong you can go. So I want to congratulate you, and I hope that all works out well for you, and you keep going to as far as you can go. I also want to tell you that the other reason why I brought you on was I think it's quite important, the message to relay to other people, not to give up, because a lot of people figure that they're not going to do anything in life. And you're a perfect example of it. You just kept going, and it's a good thing. The other thing, too, is, your mom and dad and your brother had a lot of support in there.
Oh, yeah.
And my hat goes off to them because it's not always easy to support a 15-year-old who's on his way to Kirkland, and, it's a lot to look at. And it's a big thing. But I congratulate them for supporting you, and I congratulate you on your job well done, and I hope it keeps going well. And we'll wait. I guess we'll wait and see what happens with your plans for next year. I hope you keep us in touch and let us know what happens.
I will.
Well, thank you, Andre, for coming on. And again, I'm really grateful, so I wish you good luck.
Thanks a lot.
So, again, as I mentioned, we were very, very fortunate. Andre did his schooling in Florida. It was all in English. He's a bilingual person, and I was very fortunate to have him tonight here to do it in English. So I want to thank you for watching Channel 13.
L'année 2003 sera une grande année pour la compagnie Ford. Celle-ci célébrera ses 100 ans en tant que constructeur automobile. En effet, c'est le 16 juin 1903 exactement que le fondateur Henry Ford débuta son entreprise. Sur ce même élan, Automobile Paquin est heureux de faire partie de leur patrimoine depuis maintenant 55 ans. Sur cette note, mentionnons que cette année, Automobile Paquin est fier de s'être mérité le prix du président pour avoir pu atteindre les objectifs de vente et de satisfaction envers la clientèle. Faisant partie du personnel aidant à atteindre ce prestigieux prix, mentionnons Raymond, préposé au département des pièces. De son côté, Maurice, aviseur technique, saura répondre à vos besoins pour un rendez-vous. Francine vous aidera tant sur le plan de la téléphonie cellulaire que sur les conseils judicieux d'une assurance ou d'une garantie prolongée sur votre véhicule. Vous voulez faire une beauté à votre voiture? Debbie se chargera de maintenir le côté esthétique de celle-ci. Corrad et Stéphane, des techniciens ensemble avec plus de 25 ans d'expérience. Sonia saura vous conseiller pour le choix de votre prochain véhicule. Pour une voiture d'occasion, vous voulez un modèle précis et on ne l'a pas? Venez nous voir, on vous la trouvera. N'oubliez pas, à Témiscamingue depuis maintenant près de 11 ans, Automobile Paquin, la famille pour vous servir.
We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue.